Yeah, so we're expecting to see all these new technologies pop off, and it's going to be great. You know, it's going to be excellent. It's going to be good for us. And as long as we have Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft competing with each other all the time, coming up with newer and newer technologies. I mean, yeah, we got the Wii U, great. That was in direct competition with Xbox Connect. I'm sure Sony is going to come out with PlayStation 4, which is going to be in direct competition with Xbox and Wii U. Next year, it's rumored that there's going to be an Xbox 720, or it's going to be called the Xbox 360 Plus. There you go. And it's going to be updated with probably some graphics that we cannot understand. It's probably be holograms and shit dancing around your living room. It's going to be something tight. It's going to be something awesome. All this competition is bringing forth newer and newer technology, improving upon the way of life. And they're making it not just a gaming platform, but as an exercising tool, presentation tool, business, and many other things like that. It's going to help improve everything that we do. Because now, instead of Microsoft creating devices that, okay, we got a separate gaming console, then we have a separate computer, and then the mobile phone is a whole different ball game. We're talking about several different platforms that don't talk to each other. That's the way it used to be. Now they're making it where everything talks to each other. And one thing I like about what Microsoft's doing is that the smart glass technology in SkyDrive, they're making it available for all mobile platforms. So it's not just stuck on Windows Phone. You can get smart glass on your Android and iPhone as well, integrating different mobile technologies. Now, Steve Wozniak said that iTunes should be available on Windows Phone as well as Android. Why not? Don't make it just a feature. I mean, iTunes is not that spectacular to where it needs to just be on a on iPhone products. Exclusive to iPhone only, iTunes. Really? Open it up. Give it up. They still make money off the music and movies that they rent. The music that people can purchase, the movies that you can purchase on iTunes, and the movies that you can rent on iTunes. It opens it up and brings more money to the Apple ecosystem. And open it up a little bit. You know, why not make the new Apple Maps available for Android and for Windows Phone? Why not? Bing Maps is available on iPhone and Android as well. Why not have Bing Maps, Google Maps, and Apple Maps on your mobile device at one time? Open it up. Make it widely available. Make it to where everybody can talk to each other. And app developers, if you make apps for different mobile devices, make it where that person can download that app, store it in the cloud, do a cloud-based service where all the settings and stored information is also stored on your servers. Charge a little bit for it, especially if it's something that they want to keep. So if they decide to change the platform, they can move it up to a platform that is savable. They can make it work. And it's transferable from one platform to another. App developers, you really need to think about that. And here's how you can do it. A lot of apps are available on a trial basis. So you offer a trial version with ads supported. Then you offer a purchasable, one that costs, right? Now, if a person already bought an app through the Android store or Google Play, and they already bought the app for $2.99, and they decide to get a Windows Phone, Okay, they buy a Windows Phone. Instead of downloading the paid version, they can buy the trial version. Then all they have to do is log in with their username and password, and automatically it will determine, oh, this person's already bought the app, so we're going to make this free for them. And open it up. This is ways you can do it. And then say, hey, we'll give you upgrades for 50 cents. I mean, I'm just trying to give you some ideas here of what you and how you can still make money at the same time, make yourself more available to everybody who wants to do different things. Let's bring mobile technology to the forefront because kids are asking for it, and they are our future. I almost got tongue twisted there. They are our future. And let's entertain them with that future. Because the future is mobile technology. Pretty soon, cars will be driving themselves. And that's probably going to be within the next 10 years. So by the time your kids get older to drive, they're not going to be driving anymore. Instead, they can tell the car to drive, and they can get on their mobile devices and take care of business. Read their emails, log on to their systems by way of VPN, or it'll probably be cloud-based by then, so they can log into it cloud-based way, and then start working, accessing all their financial documents or whatever it is that they do. Because, I mean, I work in IT, but if I had a tablet with proprietary software that's designed in the modern environment, I should be able to work in it. And why not also, here's something else, developers. If you develop software for your company that's proprietary, design a product that will work in Windows 7 until Windows 7 is no more. And you know in the next 10 years, the desktop will be gone. And I don't mean the desktop computer. I'm talking about the desktop OS. Design your apps to work in modern UI. That same executive exe file can also install the version for Windows 7. But if they have Windows 8, there's no reason why they need to go into the desktop mode in order to work it. There's no reason at all. Because they can do everything in Metro or modern, Windows 8 UI, whatever Microsoft's calling it these days. That is what I'm talking about. But app developers also design your apps to work in native Macintosh mode. There are a lot of Apple fans out there. There are a lot of Apple users. And what they have to use is Parallels or a PC emulator of some sort, or they have to use remote desktop of some sort, where they remotely connect to a Windows computer in order to access the proprietary software. Instead of doing that, why not also develop your proprietary apps for Mac? But better yet, if it's not an intensive app, design your app in HTML5. Therefore, you don't have to worry about it no matter which platform they run it on. Windows Phone, Android, Chrome OS, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 9, Windows 10, Windows Phone 8, Windows Phone 9, Windows Phone 10, Android 4.0, 4.5.0, 6.0, iPad, iPhone, iPod. It doesn't matter if that device is capable of rendering in HTML5 and possibly HTML6, which has not been released yet. Probably not for another couple of years. But I'm sure they're working on it in the background, you know. Then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Make your app HTML5. Don't use Java. Don't use Flash. HTML5. Your apps. Then it won't matter which device or platform it runs on. So they can be desktop, mobile, or mobile phone. It will work no matter what. Because most devices made today are capable of running HTML5. 5. Do it. There's no point of using Java anymore. That is old. Redo your apps. Because if your apps are running through a database, it is easy to change the interface. You just gotta make it HTML5 compatible. You don't need to have that Java-based application anymore, or Flash-based, or any of that crap. No Java, no Flash. It is a browser built-in function. No having to do any troubleshooting because there's nothing to install. It comes with the browser. But if you have a Java-based application, you got to troubleshoot that every once in a while for people. Forget all that. Don't worry about all that anymore. HTML5, all your apps in the corporate environment. And then you have nothing to worry about. All you got to worry about is maintaining the database and the web server that hosts the HTML5 website. In fact, you can HTML5 your website into an app. So they can launch a little icon on the desktop or tile or screen, touch screen, and launch the website that can run internally on the hard drive. So that everything is run internally, and the only thing the app does is retrieve data from the database. Too easy, right? Okay, I'm actually at my location right now, but I've been walking in circles talking to you guys. So, peace!